You know how I feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know how I feel. You know how I feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know how I feel. You know how I feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
2. Okay. There we go. Alright. Can you guys hear me? You should be able to hear me. Pretty good. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Trying to donate, but can't... oh. Really? Is there a space? I don't know. I thought that was what it was. Okay, let me show you guys what I'm seeing. Boom. Okay, here we go. Let me move this. All right. Okay. Cool. All right, there we go. All right, here I am. I'm feeling a little discombobulated. There we go. Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Monday night. As you can see, I am super relaxed and easygoing right now. Couldn't be more chill than I am right now. Yeah, sorry about that. I will, thank you. Well, first of all, thank you for, I really thought it was HoopPath Baxter. It may be HoopPath Baxter, but actually, it may be HoopPath Baxter. I should fix that graphic. But thank you. Anyway, welcome Heather, Lindsay, Lisa, sweet, Rachel, Jackie, Anastasia. Great. If you have a handle and you ever want me to use your real name and I don't know it already, you can just include it in the comments. Some people like being called by their real name and some people not so much, so whatever is cool by you. Okay, sweet. Tara is, let's see, there she is. Although she's looking a little dark right now, but yeah, it's a little bit better there. Anyway, Tara's in the house, and we are ready to have a cool class. Personal note, I'm just in a good mood right now. I'm in a really good mood. Some of you know that I have picked up making what I call improvisational furniture as a hobby, and today I had a positive experience working with that. I don't know if you guys saw, if you follow me on Facebook, you might have seen my little, this is such a classic me thing to do, but I decided that since I was taking, a break from alcohol, that I would, I added all that up to see how much it was costing me a month, and it was pretty striking. But then I decided, and this is such a, if you knew me personally, this is such a me move, but I decided to go ahead and spend that money on a big gift for myself that would be a part of my sort of like a passion source for me, an art source for me. So it may not be everybody's art, supply, but I bought a power saw, and and I'm stoked. And I used it today for the first time for a real project, and it went great. So I'm in a great mood. Tara's in a good mood, and but in all of that, I didn't get a chance to create a promo for tonight's class. So if you're here, you're probably just here because they're always here, and they really are. Oh shucks. Okay. Yeah. Well, shucks. I don't know where my phone is, or I would. So let's see. Okay. No, I got it. All right. I don't want to spend that much time on this, but if I bring it up, I'll be able to remember. I never use Cash App, so I'm not really even sure how you find out your name. Okay, whatever. It's always terms and service when you need it the least. Got it. Okay. I don't know. It says HoopPath Bax, and I don't know. Can y'all see that? Of course. Okay, we'll see. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to make a joke about how old I am, but anyway. Let me get back into my chair so I can... Okay. I want to go ahead and get started. This would be the perfect class. What I kind of want to do is just have an old school fashioned HoopPath class, if we're just like we were doing it locally. I've got some ideas to start things off, but I'm not exactly sure where it's going to go. But if you knew me locally, that's probably how I taught about 85 to 90% of my classes before. I planned these out a little bit more, but tonight we're just going to sort of go with the flow. Okay, sweet, Jordan. Thank you, guys. Oh, hey, Megan. Sweet, good to see you here. Yeah, I really appreciate everybody's social media tags. That's always super cool, and I really do appreciate that when you guys tag me in your clips. All right, if I start right now, then we're not really running that late. So let me get going. So what I was saying though is if you have like a request or a question or just like a request, like something you want to learn, or like a request for something you just want to do, or you just want to watch us do or whatever, please let me know. Okay, that's funny. Okay, but now I just want to go ahead and jump in. You can just go ahead and get comfortable. And we're going to move into... Ooh, actually, yeah, I think we'll start super chill tonight. I'm kind of feeling this. All right. One, two. Audible breath in. Open, open, open. It's completely science that sound is vibration, that words uttered are vibrations. And we can think about the vibration it produces, but we don't always think about the vibration that our words resonate in us. And so I invite you, with peace in my heart tonight, to pick a word that when you say it to yourself feels expansive. And it could be any word that opens that feeling in you. For me, that word was open, open, open. And your word, like my word, might mean many different things at many different times. And if you can't think of a word, then I want you to imagine that you're two swaying trees and your roots are digging into the ground, and it's in the water in that soil where your word resides. I want you to imagine pulling up your word and releasing it. And then I invite you to say it over and over and over inside yourself to feel the vibration of the word. forward. Big breaths into the body. Big breaths out of the body. I had a friend in the restaurant business who said, "Be here, be here, be here." It was her actually expansive thing to say. She felt kind of confined by her distractions. Be here, be here, be here. Big breaths in. Okay. Okay, there we go. There I am. All right. Okay. I am assuming that if anybody has a request that they will shout it out. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, sweet. Okay, you got, the $sign. Sorry, y'all. That's my old ass not knowing. I don't know what I did. Definitely was not trying to be, HoopPath Baxter, although that's kind of cool. Okay, so let me know if you have any requests, but Tara had mentioned to me 2-point technique, which is something that she likes and I love. And actually, if you watch the jam, I was really getting into 2-point little foldy things. So I think what we'll start off with is getting our arms ready for kind of 2-point. But if you have any requests, feel free to fire away. Actually, and we'll go ahead and pick up the beat kind of up. Well, actually, this is pretty chill. But anyway, let's stay here. Okay, we're gonna warm up the hands tonight. Warm up the arms. Actually, let me change my mind on this. I want to get to 2-point, but first I'd like us to do more contact point. Have a point and let it hang. Good. And then what I want you to do is wake up the backs of the hands. A lot of 2-point is, or almost most of it, usually is done on the back of the hands or the wrist or the forearms. If you're not sure what 2-point is, it's this kind of stuff. I love this track. Doesn't feel it. Sarah? Endurance. Sticking with something that's perfect. Endurance. That's perfect. Ooh, we could talk about a nah. Let's talk about a nah, maybe. Okay. You know, one thing I learned in art school. One thing that can you guys hear my mic? I think I can't hear me or something. Okay. One thing I learned in art school is that talent alone will only get you through the first, year and a half or 2 years. And for me anyway, eventually what I saw was that the students that were really, really just becoming incredible had somehow woven some kind of discipline or obsession, but a regular use of their talent. They weren't just the gifted slacker anymore. They had become a real force, fueled by their interest and curiosity. And whether you're learning 2-point or whether you're learning some other move you're trying to get a feel for, keep that in mind, that talent is not always enough. That you may have plenty of talent, but just not enough work put in yet. Okay, good. You can hear me okay, good. I hope I'm not blasting you out. Oh, I know what's wrong. Okay, sorry, y'all. Or make the back of the hands feel good. Actually, is to trace. So I hold one hand here and trace back and forth. I can walk from here. And then your traces can become paddles, meaning your trace can have a little bit of a push on it, and you can start to do things like smears and we're going to move into vertical rolling for a second here. This is our warm-up. And what I want you to feel, for the most part, is this top surface of your arm or the back of your hand. And then as you move and as you switch arms, I want you to see if you can keep your focus and your awareness both on the surface, these upper surfaces. We've been doing a lot of these micro tosses lately. Now I'm tossing from forearm to forearm. But the two spots I'd like you to see if you can feel for are the wrist, where I'm making these tosses from the wrist. You might want to break your arm a little bit there. And then feel them also on the back of the hand. Let's see if I can get close enough. I need to bring my close-up cam back. And so what I'm asking you to do right now, and I'll show you in the side view here as we warm up for 2-point and get into some ana, is to feel the different surfaces within the vertical roll. Like, we've talked to, there's loads of ways you can visualize this. You can think of a waterfall that is falling and you're pushing your hand further and further into that waterfall. But there's a few locations that I'd like you to feel for tonight. One is the back of is across the wrist if it's not too sore for you. If you bend and move your legs, you'll feel it or you won't feel it as much on one part. And switching. And then going to the forearms where I'm just on my forearm right now. And then, if you're feeling it, if you're not too frustrated, I think I'm making sense. You can do a reverse, change that current and go the other way, and you'll be surprised at how different that ritmo can feel. Swing break is any time I let the hoop's momentum just deaden and then I swing it back without using a point of contact. It's only just running out of its momentum and coming back. Feel the backs of the hands as well. This is called the cradle. Now, for some people, this can be kind of uncomfortable, especially if you hoop with a really, monster-sized hoop, which would be fine if you did, but there we go. But this can be uncomfortable, but I want you to be on the back of the hand, because what happens in hooping, and this really shows up in two-point technique, is you realize that just the most subtle of movements can start to change the direction of the hoop and put all kinds of nuance on it. Some of you are definitely, you've been hooping with me long enough anyway, if not already, you're advanced enough to try different kinds of cradles. And that's where we get these nuances from. So like, this is if my hand is just flat inside the hoop. I could try to make some kind of fist and see if, I could still get the hoop to come over across the hand that way. I can do numbers and see if, there's something there. Keeps wanting to go to my wrist. And then ultimately what some of you can feel is when the hoop walks all the way out onto the fingers, and I've got all 4 fingers in the hoop right now. And Beth, the woman who designed and built and owns this house that I get the good fortune to stay in, she calls this mountain hands. The hand is like that, and it's inside the hoop here. Now this is ultra geeky, but you can do some cool stuff if I bring my fingers in together and I do get the hoop to roll just across the fingers there. You can start to get some cool things by like opening the hands and things like that. They're super nuanced, but they can, when you hit it right, it can feel kind of cool. You can kind of do a funky thing with the hoop. That I always have when I think about how my dad might have trained this is with some kind of, like with birds somehow, like catching and releasing birds or playing and dancing with them. My hands are nice and quick. Jumping all over the place because I'm trying to get some technique out tonight. But one of this movement here, and I've shown you guys this before, but this is also another example of how you can change your cradle essentially to get different moves. They will. And I love your name, by the way. Okay, so when we're doing this normal roll here, okay, if I do start to take it to point position where my hands are actually making point contact here, right? Where are we at? There we go. Here, right? Then I can let that hand roll upside down, right? And it flips the hoop back to me. So it's just one more like little nuance to kind of like add just a little bit of slick to the move, you know? But this is an example of, you know, what I'm talking about, where you change how you grip the hoop. That's the thing. You get grip at one point, then there's point, and then there's like all kinds of variations within point. I think we need something a little bit more upbeat. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so I'm in these, we're just playing with this, and then we're going to move into 2-point, and then we're going to talk about You know, as most of you know, today marks my 21st day of being sober. Of off alcohol. But we have all kinds of addictions to all kinds of things. And there, of course, are people that are addicted to marathon running. Of course, most marathoners are not addicted to it, maybe, but they tell themselves it's a healthy addiction. If it's a healthy addiction, it's not an addiction, just so you know. That's just a magazine topic headline. There might be a healthy habit. So, what we're going to do is switch into 2-point, and hopefully I'll be able to. I feel like, I'm not in. That's why. I was like, why is everything so weird? Okay. So we're going to flip into 2-point from here, and so this is 2-point. Boom. So anytime I want to get into 2-point, and most of the people I recognize on this are long past this sort of stage of not knowing how to get into it. But basically, you can, just like we were doing before, I can swing break, but then bring the bottom hand up. There's so many ways to define an addiction, but if it's costing you happiness, when the periods of down are longer than the periods of up, and increasingly so, then it might be time to take a break. It takes 30 days for dopamine to reset, according to her. You can get back to that baseline that helps you enjoy things. Okay, Anne's going to extend 2-point into wedgies. She's teaching on Thursday. Okay, so let's go ahead and tonight's turning into a techie class. Quick way to work on your hand speed and coordination. Hopping. I can put a little spin on the hoop by pushing the backhand out. Now, most of you have done this, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. Now, there's another there's another 2-point that we can do. If we raise this bottom hand up and spin the hoop, we can do kind of like a little sort of axle spin kind of thing. Oops, have an axle spin, and so instead of, you know, this, we can spin it. If you're really good, you know, I'm not saying I am, but if you're really good, you can kind of do maybe 360s from it, you know. I'm not that good at that right now, apparently. Okay. 2-point folds, these are hops. 2-point folds, or my hands don't leave the hoop, and one switches over the other. To pull this off, I push up, let the hand fall over here. All right. Hop, fold, continuous. Yeah, but it's getting cold. These are things you can work on. So we're going to take this hand here, the one that's on the top. I'm coming in from the sides. We're going to come and bring it on the other side here. No, eventually it won't matter, but this is just a helpful starting point. So I'm here, both hands coming in from the outside. I'm going to bring the hand, oops. I'm here, and I'm going to bring the hand here, right? And then what I want you to feel is if you sort of turn the back of your hand towards your wrist, you can kind of create some torque. Like I'm pushing the hoop with the back of my hand sort of into my wrist here, right? And then what's going to happen, if I let that happen, it's going to fold right over there, and my hand's going to stay in the same spot down here. Now it's a little bit harder to get it back the other way, but I'm going to flip it back the other way. It's going to travel over my wrist like that. And my bottom hand is basically staying in the, alright, sorry. We need something a little bit. I want to pick things up a little bit. Okay, so we're here. These are these little flippy folds I'm talking about. See how my bottom hand is staying on the bottom? Sorry, I need a little pick-me-up there. This is hopping over, and I want to be able to do this with my left hand and my right hand. All right, so you can get into this any way you want to. What I suggest is that you start off in this 2-point. You see how my elbows are both on opposite sides of the hoop? And then I'm going to bring my other hand in, okay? So now, in theory, my hands are both pointing the same way, right? And then this hand is going to, it's like I'm going to turn it, for me, I'm going to turn it clockwise. Boom. And I'm going to stop it with this hand here. I'm going to do the same thing there. Oh, gosh. All right. Sorry. Okay. Wow, a little rough. A little rough lyrics. Sorry, kiddos. Uncle Dax let one fly there. Sorry about that. I forgot that was a little rough. Oh, cool. You got it. Okay, cool. So we're here. And, you know, those of you black belts out there, you can do this with one arm, right? but that's pretty hard. To do that one, you know, if you want to try it, right, it's not maybe the best thing for your arms, but if you want to try it, you would dip your hand in this way and then see if you can get any kind of leverage to hold it that way, right? So if I'm holding the hoop with my left hand, I'm gonna come in from the side and see if there's any kind of goofy way I can get my arm to create leverage. If you can't, then you probably just move it. I don't want you to do. But if you can, then you can start to flip it. I'm just using 2 points both on my arm. Boom. Sweet Kennedy. I know I'm trying to give you guys time, but I'm gonna be patient. All right, I'm gonna shut up. Yes, it is. This is my new course light.
Get down to the funky beat.
Probably too geeky. Yeah, it is. It's $3 and they give you your money back if you don't like it. You can get into this move, for you ultra geeks out there that are watching, you can get in this move from letting the hoop stop it in a roll and moving into it. I'm here.
Get down to the funky beat.
Show you a little bit of what I'm talking about. I can bring the hoop up and then sort of stall it and then move into that move again. Okay, now this is ultra geeky, right? But I can. No, Spiral, my good friend, says I can do this because I have fucked up arms. So she says it's not possible unless you have really messed up arms. But something to probably play with.
Get down, 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 down.
Okay. T, you have any feedback? Okay, Sarah says we need something to shake the shoulders out right now. Yeah, let's try a little shoulder hooping. Let's mix it up so we can give our arms a break. Yeah, this is a silly song, but it's kind of fun. Good old-fashioned house music. Okay, so let's hop on the waist. This is just a core song, so I don't want to tell a bunch of experienced hoopers how to hoop, but we're going to work on the core right now. Give our arms a break. And then if you want to, we can go straight into some shoulder hooping. I'm up here. You know what? I think I want to...
Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, then I'll watch them roll away again. Yeah, sitting at the bed, watching the tide roll away. Sit at the top of my bed, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay.
Okay, you guys guys got a good arm workout. Good.
I left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. I had nothing to live for, and it looked like nothing's gonna come my way. So I'm just gonna sit out of my bed, watching the tide roll away. Sit at the top of my bed, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time.
All the way around, all the way around, all the way around.
Here resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone. Listen, 2,000 miles I roam just to make this dock my home. Now I'm just gonna sit top of my bed, watching the tide roll away. Sit at the top of my bed, watching the tide.
I don't know if you guys remember this from previous classes. You don't have to, but if I did want to go from shoulders to 2-point, I just push and I'm right in there, super fast, right? Just push out and let one hand drop. The moment I make contact with the hoop, one hand drops and the whole thing will come wrapping around me.
Headed for the Frisco Bay, 'cause I've had nothing to live for, and look like nothing's gonna come my way. So I'm just gonna sit top of my bed, watching the tide roll away.
Okay.
Sit at the top of my bed.
Okay. All right. Wow, time really got away from me tonight. Okay, guys, all right, I really am digging. I don't know if Sarah's still here, but I'm really digging this request. And so what I think we should do, in the spirit of endurance and stamina, we should do something that's hard and takes a lot of endurance and stamina. And so, no, that's fine. You get your stool. Good. Okay. So I think what I'll do is let's have this just sort of crazy, you can bow out if you have to, but we're going to do this kind of crazy sort of 7 or 8 minute long endurance stamina run right now. I know it's at the end of the class, but we've hardly had a chance to move, so we're going to try it. We could either do drums or do techno. What do you think? Let's do techno. Okay, we're going to do, let's see if we can do this. It needs to be kind of up. I like this song. Is that too intense, or you'd rather do drums? What's that? We're gonna do some core hooping. We're gonna push our limits tonight, right now, guys. All right. I think what we should do is just a miniature version of the good old-fashioned HoopPath skills test. And we called it a skills test before I had ever really started teaching it. And then, well, actually, that's not true. That's not true. I got that backwards. It got the name after I started teaching it, because people would just start to do that. This is okay, right? The song? Okay. It's fun. So the best way to think about this is a skills assessment type exercise, right? Just like for me, every time I go to a yoga class, it is a skills test. Like, it's where everybody else is, and it's where I want to be someday, right? That's what this is. So you may not be able to do everything we're going to do right now, but let's just do, to be honest with you guys, the skills test would change every city I would go to, but I'm going to give you the basic principles. First we're going to do, let's do some stepping. We're going to just step left and right. Get a nice visual, audible song. You can put some action on the hands if you want. Nice T. And then Tara's already doing it, but we're gonna just, if you're not already, then I also want you to take just, however it works, I want you to like twist with and without, like with the current and against the current, right? And remember, this is in honor of all those marathoners that are sacrificing and putting their bodies through it. We're only doing an 8-minute marathon right now, so we should be able to get through this. Reverse. Now, depending on what your energy is, one of the ways that you can, it's kind of silly, but one of the ways you can really help your core hooping is learning how to hoop on one leg. Because then when you're dancing, it's a little bit, especially like if you're like me and your feet move anyway. And so one way that you can try it if you want, is like to do kind of like the sort of the air pillow type step, like. Or you could just, try to draw. All right. My heart rate's up. Reverse if you want to. You can reverse and as you seem fit. The thing is that this is usually done too. Okay, so now we're going to root down. Now this can be tough for beginners, right? This is where the test would sometimes start to lose some people. I'm rooted. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring strength to my legs without locking my legs, right? So I'm going to put like a healthy bend in them, nothing too major. And what I want to do is I want to be able to feel all 4 pads of my feet. I want to really feel through my roots because everything we're about to do comes from that. So then you can reverse. Second current rooted, it can be a little bit tricky. If you're a fitness geek, like I sort of am, or at least was, you can try different positions with the feet while doing these things, and it can sort of change things, right? So I'm rooted with both feet together. My ankles and my feet are basically as flush together as they can be, right? Or I could take, a shoulder width. And then where some of you can have a lot of fun, I'm not very flexible, and that's kind of obvious if you watch the class, but I can like sort of bend down or create like sort of sumo type. I don't know, I'm just using the archetype, that's all. Sarah found the wall over there. Alright, now while we're here, I don't want to burn anybody out. You can't start to play with hoop chi. You can't play with hoop chi. This is when you bring the hoop up the body. Now, just to be real, you might have a different landscape than I do to get the hoop up. So you'll have to, your mileage is going to vary. Some people turn to sort of clear certain, whatever, boobs. You could try this in, oh sweet, Tara's breaking out into a earth angle. Come up. Are you big, major? Oh, my hoop's up. Oh. We're up here. Now this is something, let me show you with the bird's eye. And this is really something that will help, okay, cool, we've got 3 more minutes. Okay, this is something that will really help beginners. Is you see how I have a current and I'm facing forward? Well, one thing you can develop over time without hurting yourself, hopefully, is to see how my shoulders are turning. So I'm getting this kind of sort of slight twist, right? But I'm not twisting so hard. And then I've always in my mind, I don't know if it's true, believe that the hoop was helping strengthen that, right? And then I can turn against the current. And so my feet are facing forward. I don't know if you can see this. My feet are facing forward, but I'm trying to twist. And of course, I'm doing this rooted, So all of my momentum really needs to be coming through my feet. Your feet need to be super active, or it helps. It helps them to be super active. Okay, well, it wouldn't be the skills test if we didn't get into some angles. So we only have 2 minutes left, so let's try this together. You guys are doing great. I kind of took it easy on you, I think. Well, actually, let's come up to the shoulders. And, oh, you need to see me. Grip on the shoulders. Let's go into some earth angle, all right? Now you can be rooted or moving your feet, whatever, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna stay rooted. I'm gonna start bouncing up and down. And then once the angle is established here, right, then everything else goes to maintain the angle. And this is what some beginners don't get at first. It takes one rhythm to start the angle, and it takes a kind of a different rhythm to keep it going, right? And so how quickly you can change those gears, how smoothly you change those gears, really helps overall. I'll show you what I'm talking about again. I'm up here. I want to go into earth angle, right? So to get in that rhythm, I need something drastic that is going to break this flat rhythm. So I'm going to bounce. That's my drastic action, right? But then the moment the hoop starts to turn, then I'm going into the movements that I think are going to keep it going smooth. I keep myself wide, like I'm almost pushing my chest out. I tend to hunch anyway, but I'm sort of pushing my chest out, so I'm really nice and wide down here. And then anytime the hoop wants to start to run out of gas, I just come back up and down with it. Well, damn, that didn't really seem that hard. Oh my God, I will tell you guys, I'm not going to go on and on about this. Next week will be the last time I update you with my progress. And I don't know. Don't ask me what's going to happen after 30 days. I have no idea. I'm not counting down the days. I'm counting up. So far, I feel great. Tara's been really patient with me, so I wish I could say that this has been harder than it was. I've had some hard revelations, but I wouldn't say, with you guys and everything, it's been a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Oops. So we can get back there. Okay. All right. We are out of time, so I guess we should just free hoop. I'm really sorry for the sort of late start and the kind of over techie class tonight. We didn't really get to talk too much about Ana, but I think we'll just have some fun now. All right, this song will definitely get me kicked off of Facebook if I'm still on there at all. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted. I wanted to get some old school R&B. Yeah, okay. Old school R&B. I don't think there's too raunchy lyrics in this.
Now I know we have to do a remix, right?
This is our free hoop, guys. Thank you for joining me.
Report to the dance floor.
I know the class was a little wonky, but thanks for bearing with me. I'll be back. Ann teaches Thursday, y'all. Ann teaches Thursday. She's teaching wedgies and 2-point variations of that.
Next selection.
I'll be here.
Been a minute back up in it, bout to lean on it. The thuggin', they love it when I do my thing on it. The ringleader, the head honch, what you want? These dudes couldn't save half of what I flaunt. I'm a terror, NY forever. Been around the world, I'm New York, wherever. I shut it down like the gates was closed. He's the who's, or what are you on now? Who knows? Iller than Illinois, the bad boys. Keep a couple of toys and I'm back to fill a void. So much swag, cause the style of run with. The game will pick up whatever I'm done with. A step ahead and I'm sitting on paper. A mogul with street cred of a gangster. So how you want it, you could get it, cause I got it. I ride around with your life in my pocket.
You've been waiting so long, I'm here to answer your call.
It's the remix.
I know that I shouldn't have had you waiting that
the remix.
long. I've been so
Her name is
busy,
Cassie.
but I've been thinking about what
Hey, yo, take it back from the top.
I
Take it back from the top right now. Yo, Cassie, start all over.
You've been waiting so long, I'm here to answer your call. I know that I shouldn't have had you waiting that long. I've been so busy, but I've been thinking about what I wanna do with you. I know the other guys, they've been talking about the way I do what I do. They heard I was good, they wanna see if it's true. They know you're was waiting for you to tell me you were ready. I know what to do if only you would let me. As long as you're cool with it,
Thanks,
I'll
Wally.
treat
See you
you
Thursdays.
right.
Oh, you left your
Here's
cup
where
here,
you
by the way.
wanna be. I know them other guys, they've been talking about the way I do what I do. They heard I was good, they wanna see if it's true. They know you're the one I wanna give it to. I can see you want me too. And now it's me and me. Now, baby, I've been waiting for you. Think I wanna make that move. I'm thinking about making that move. Baby, tell me if you like it. Tell me if you
The
like
remix.
it. Now,
Bad boy,
I've been
baby.
waiting. Think I wanna
Hey, yo,
make
Jock.
that move.
Yeah, let me get on that shit. Cash, let me talk to you for a second, baby. Little mama, you do it and you do it so well. If you kiss, promise I won't tell. Yeah, you make daddy wanna rock your bell. Turn off the lights, let my ship set sail. Yeah, my name, we can take it to the floor. About to explode, baby, gon' let it go. The best you ever had, yeah, I already know. So tell them other suckers they can go hit the dough. Ain't no room for game, baby, been there, done that. Young J.O.C., yeah, he's that one cat. That's gon' grind and he make that money stack. Play by play, baby, just like a running back. Take the week off, baby, come go with me. We could vacate somewhere overseas. Just me and you, that's how it's supposed to be. Kick your shoes off, baby,
Hey, yo,
come close
Cassie,
to me.
take me to the bridge.
Baby, I love you all the way down.
This is the
Right
remix.
where you like it, I promise you like it. I swear, just relax and let me make
Yeah.
that move. It's our secret, but
As we
keep it
proceed.
between me and you. Now, I've been waiting, think I wanna make that move. Now, baby, tell me if you like it. Tell me if you like it. Now, I've been waiting, think I wanna make that move. Make that move now. Baby, tell me how you like it. It's me and you. It's just me and you.
Young Jock.
Make that move. It's just us two.
They call me Diddy.
Baby, tell me if you like it.
Next selection. Bad boy.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting.
I know y'all feel it's getting hot. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Wow. I'll be back a little stronger on Monday, y'all. I feel like this song kind of got away from me a little bit. Yeah, natural flower. That's true. Yeah, Tara's going off. She always appreciates the love. I've offered a mic. Sometimes we set one up for she. Most of the time, just wants to communicate through me. So, okay. All right. I'm gonna play another song. I don't expect you guys to stick around, but I just kind of feel like keep hooping a little bit. So, nice chill one though to bring things down, and then we'll call it a night. Thank you guys for the donations. I appreciate that. All right. Thank you, Anastasia. Thank you, Jennifer. Jordan. And Teacher's Thursday, and then we'll be back strong on Monday, I promise.
You saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for
Yeah, me too, Rachel.
someone I really could care for. Only want to say that if there is a way, I want my baby back with me, 'cause he is my true love, my only one, don't you see?
So you want to wave goodnight? Here, wave goodnight. Good night, y'all.